So we are in Piggott, Arkansas, in far northeast Arkansas in Clay County. And the barn we're in was built by a man named W.D. Templeton, who was a master builder here in Piggott. He built 40 odd houses here in Piggott, and also some of the commercial buildings. He built this property, the house and barn here, to be his family's home. In 1913, he sold the home to the Pfeiffer family of St. Louis. The barn became notable when Mr. Pfeiffer's oldest daughter, Pauline, married the author Ernest Hemingway, and Ernest became a regular guest of the Pfeiffer family starting in 1928, and while he was here in town, he would often write it up here in the loft of the barn, because it was a place where he could find quiet here. And he wrote portions of A Farewell to Arms and some of the short stories up here. And after the family saw how successful A Farewell to Arms was, they decided to convert the barn loft into a permanent studio for Ernest. Basically, since it's finished, it's 2 floors. It's a red barn, and it has a very distinctive pass-through in the middle where you can access stalls on either side. You know, the loft is made the size of an apartment. We think that he was here, this would have been a quiet place on the property, and it would have also been a cool place, because before the walls were sheetrock, there was gaps for air to get in, and so the breeze would come up the hill and through the second story here. So it was cool and it was quiet, and we know he liked those types of places. We have several stories of him working here, and we know that the maids of the Pfeiffer family would bring him cookies and lemonade in the afternoons. One of our favorite stories is the local kids would peek through the gaps in the wood to see him in there writing, and they thought they were being sneaky and that he couldn't see them, but they were looking at some skates on the wall behind him, and finally he said, well, you know, if you just ask, you could borrow them. One of the things that we find with the barn is how much it draws other writers from around the state and around the country. They write up here during the retreats, and we don't do anything formal up here. We just give them time to write, and now, because of the history of the studio, they say it's like nowhere else. The atmosphere and the history here is inspiring to writers, as it must have. Something about the quiet and peaceful surroundings must have inspired Ernest as well.
Closer to the sun, farther from the ground.